YouTube, so I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about what's been going on with the new policies in Virginia that they're trying to pass. And to be honest, this isn't really a video that I was enthusiastic about making. I don't like upsetting people. But when it's time to be honest, it's time to be honest. So here it goes. I am going to be talking about how one, teaching sex ed to kindergarteners, but how the government is trying to sexualize our children and get into the family and home life. Number one, they're trying to teach kindergarteners about gender identity, transgender, gay, homosexual, lesbian, and they think that everybody's just going to be accepting of it. Well, here's my issue. They don't allow us to teach religion in schools. So why should we be allowed to teach that in schools? It takes my right away as a parent for the school to force me to teach my child about homosexuality and transgender people. And whether or not you believe that it's okay to be transgender or gay is up to you, but it is up to me whether or not I want to teach my child about those things. They also want to start sex ed for 4th and 5th graders and teach about oral and anal sex to 8th graders, and that's not appropriate. I'm sorry. The biggest issue is that you are not allowed to opt out of these things as a parent. I should always be allowed to opt out of anything, whether it be elementary school, middle school, high school. I should be allowed to opt out. That is my child. If I don't want them being taught those things, then they shouldn't be taught those things. Just like we can't teach religion in school, we should not be allowed to teach about gay and homosexuality. My biggest issue with what's going on is they're trying to push that anything and everything is okay. What's next? Is child pornography going to be okay? I see a lot of posts on Facebook now about people saying, oh, well, it's okay to touch a child as long as you don't hurt that child. And I truly believe that that's what's next. And I hope that it just doesn't get to the point where it's too late for this country to change. But I believe we're going down a sick and disgusting path by forcing and teaching our children highly inappropriate things for their age. Okay, kids do not need to know about sex, period. Kids don't need to know that babies come from vaginas, period. They just don't need to know that. It strips them of their innocence, and so many people are like, oh, kids are still kids even after you teach them this shit. No, I'm sorry. I do not feel as though it is appropriate, and I'm going to put my opinion out there. So, and lastly, I do not feel like we need to be encouraging. We are trying to liberate the younger generation. We do not need to be encouraging children to have sex. I see posts on Facebook all the time of, oh, well, children become sexually active between 12 and 14 years of age now. If your child is sexually active before 13 years of age, they need psychological help. That is not psychologically normal to be having sex at 11. It's not. I'm sorry. We have societal norms for a reason, okay? And that is so that we don't have rapists, pedophiles, and weird shit going on. And you know what? I am pro-societal norms. I feel like we need to fight for a traditionalist country. We need to fight for how things were. I don't think women should be thrown back in the kitchen, but you know what? They damn well don't need to be walking down the street with their tops off. Like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you agree, and share this video with your friends.